Hello, and welcome to another update video about ADA. Overall, pretty boring price action here today on the ADA chart. Overall, you still see this triangle pattern on the chart. Just wanted to emphasize it again to understand, so that you can understand where we are looking at the bigger picture. But for me, this is either an Elliott wave triangle that's playing out AB, CD, and the E wave could be in the making now, which could take us into the region around 30 to 34 cents. From there, a rejection would be expected. Roughly, yeah, it's a very broad target at the moment. It's a moving target that we can move along should we see further upside action, and then we can define the target more precisely. But from there, in an ideal world, we would see a fifth wave to the downside to another bear market low around 14 cents roughly. Again, it's quite far away. We can all specify that a bit further as we get a bit closer. But that's sort of for your orientation. And sorry, and I would go with this assumption as long as the price stays below 38.5 cents, because if we break above these swing highs here, the June highs and the July highs, then I would have to reinterpret the chart. We would then probably be moving up in this diagonal pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that is not a likely scenario. And I would not really like to see, well, I shouldn't say I don't want to see it. I don't see a clear path towards it, okay? Yeah, it can work as a diagonal, but that's a very forced wave count and certainly just goes into the category anything is possible. But what we are watching for is what's probable. I see two probable pathways. One is the triangle, where from here, from this region, ideally, holding above 24 cents and then one more high here in the triangle, or, and then going down or going down more directly. These are the two pathways I see. What I see with the lowest probability at the moment is a direct breakout in a bull run for ADA, because it's just not showing that impulsive action at the moment. It's very weak, trolling support. The move into the July highs was just corrective. So we're dealing here with, at best, a diagonal pattern. So yeah, it's I have to highlight that the bullish wave count would be very unclear. So looking at the microstructures, then there is no change. Price is still holding above the 24 cent level. This could be a 1-2 setup. Again, it's also not really anything reliable. Yeah, it reacts to support and it worked a few times. We had here reaction to support, here. I think it broke micro support once. It's just a chop, okay? It's more like range trading. This is not really any trend trading here. And it's also not a high probability setup, but I want to point out the 24 cent level. As long as the price is above that, at least an expectation for this ABC structure higher in a wave Y of the E wave, which is that last wave of the triangle. That expectation is reasonable. And then, we can track that wave for completion up there. If we then get rejected there, a move down in the fifth wave would be expected. But yeah, I mean, this wave 2 could really only play out as a flat structure, or have played out as a flat structure, which is fine, right? But I just don't see the very clear, there's just not a very clear, it's just not very likely, A wave, B wave, C wave. I mean, I shouldn't say it's not likely. It is. It's just that it hasn't really. It made a few attempts now to rally in a third wave, which would be next, the third wave of the A wave, but it's always failed at resistance miserably. Here, most recently, in this area around 25.6 cents. As I stated before to you, to the 25.6 cent level is the level it really needs to break above as a first indication that this third wave is running. But there's currently, it's just moving sideways. And it has been since September. So very much possible, so early September, very much possible we go down more directly. At the moment, I think I see this chart as fairly unclear. Not looking at the bigger picture, because the situation on this chart is quite clear, but the microstructures, it's just in the chop. It's just moving in a choppy range. And there is just not a high quality setup. I don't think there is a clear setup on the short side. I don't think there is a clear setup on the long side at the moment. Well, this one, but again, while it might present high reward, low risk from a reward to risk ratio point of view, it's not high probability. Yeah, this might change if we see 5 waves up in the A wave, then scaling into a B wave retracement to trade the C wave, or even waiting for the 1-2 setup in the C wave. But if we talk about purely from a trading point of view. But as I mentioned before, when you try to trade this move up, it's a corrective wave. You don't really have the support from the larger trend. Okay, so yeah, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.